This drama's editing is insane. There are just a lot of things like that that just makes you go, 你好，火焰蓝 The Flaming Heart is a 24-episode web drama that's being aired on the platform Youku in China. The drama is led by Gong Jun and Zhang Huiwen. For all my mountain people out there, I know you have been waiting for this drama for quite a while. And Youku knows that too. Ever since the success of that drama and the shot to stardom of the two leading actors, every drama they've done previously that are waiting to air have automatically gained value. And this is very clear when it comes to The Flaming Heart. It's being aired on Youku with the weirdest schedule imaginable. 5 episodes per week on 3 days. Different speed of airing for normal audiences and VIP. And then 3 days after it airs, it opens the VVIP thing for people who basically willingly get harvested by the platform with their money, and they can watch 1 week ahead. It smells so much like the platform knows what it has on hand is not the best drama out there, but the leading actor is right now one of the most popular actors in China. They cannot resist the temptation of just cutting the money from the fandom of the actor as much as they can. Based on the data and statistics we've collected over the airing of Word of Honor, the great algorithm created by Alibaba has told us if we put the episodes out in this way, we may get the most amount of profit. It just smells like that. So that's a lot of sarcastic ranting about the airing of The Flaming Heart. Let's get back to the drama itself. I have watched 7 episodes at the moment. I'm sitting down making this video. I'll give it a rating on my 7-level scale at the smack middle. 1 gold mine / 1 landmine. And my intuition tells me probably it wouldn't sink any further till the end of the drama. And as for if it's possible to climb up a little bit, we'll leave it to time to tell. On the positive end of The Flaming Heart, first, good-looking leads. And personally, I have very positive impression of both Gong Jun and Zhang Huiwen because of their clearly previous works. I come into this drama definitely with a little bit personal lens on them, but I also do like the supporting actor Pang Hanchen, who was in Ordinary Glory, that I really appreciated his acting in that drama. I also am very appreciative of the supporting actor Zhou Yanchen. He has the great potential of becoming a serious proper actor, and regardless of how the script is written and other departments' problems of this drama, in terms of the actors doing their actor's job, I am pretty happy about it. The second positive thing of this drama is its technical aspects are good enough, particularly the visual language, the camera work, the framings, the color grading, no crazy skin smoothing, no weird color grading to make people look like vampires. It's actually a good level of light and dark and contrast and shadow and skin texture. So if not anything else, the visual, the look of this drama can be used for other purposes. The third positive thing, but also in a way it has problems, but I'll talk about it later. All the actors use their own voice. So I encourage particularly contemporary, realistic, with quotation marks, setting dramas to use the actors' own voices. Although probably quite a lot of that is actually post-production, recorded in studio. That's a technical thing that you can only bet on your luck, because not every actor is actually good at dubbing themselves. Dubbing is a separate skill that really needs to be learned and trained. But still, I think it's a good thing that they use their own voice. Then the fourth and last positive point I'm gonna mention is, by this point at episode 7, all the rescue part, the firefighters part, are relatively speaking fairly portrayed and well filmed. If you really want to pick out the logic, some of the things still don't quite work. But if you compare that to the doctor part of the plot, it makes much more sense, because this drama actually had real firefighters injection into the story, teaching the actors about how things are done, and some of the firefighting stuff are actually based on real cases. So that part is better done, and because it's Flaming Heart, it's about firefighters, so at least, you know, that department is not so problematic. But the doctor part of the story that's led by the female lead, I guess they didn't really bother to do any research about how real doctors work in the real world. Yeah, we'll leave that to the not so positive side. The point that I think makes this drama still watchable, definitely watchable, okay, not to the point that you can't bear it, are as above, I've mentioned. Now, let's tear it apart while trying to remain calm and cool about what are the things that make a lot of people look at this drama and go, first, doctor part. My landmine field zone is if you don't do the doctor's part correctly, I'm ruthless at it. Well, doctors' offices don't look like that. And doctors are so busy in China, like the level of busyness of doctors in China, like everywhere really in this world. But I've seen what doctors are like at work. It's just, there's no way they're sitting around and chatting about romantic relationships and daydreaming about, oh, that guy's voice is so sweet. Doesn't work like that. One of the doctors couldn't really deal with the kid because the kid wouldn't want to take the medicine unless it's the female lead. So she gives the medicine to the female lead, and the female lead just takes it, put it in the palm and push it into the kid's mouth. That is very hygienic. Never gonna see that happening, okay, in the hospital. And then the second thing, which I've also mentioned in the positive part, is although I am happy they use the real actors' voices, yeah, we do have to say Gong Jun needs work. This time I think when I say it in the video, I wouldn't get murdered. Not even by Gong Jun's fans. He's not the worst, okay, definitely actor at doing that. And I will give him credit that he insists that he uses his own voice to do this, not getting a dubbing actor dub himself in post-production, willing to get criticized. So that's definitely a good thing, but still, this guy needs working at his line delivery. The accent is not the problem, it's his pacing and where he puts the emphasis on the words within a sentence under particular circumstances, how real people should be speaking. You can tell there are long lines in this drama that sounds definitely like ADR, so he did it in post-production, and when he was recording his own voice, it sounds like he's reading from a page. He's reading textbooks, and that pacing and that emotion just doesn't fit the picture that's ongoing on screen. The third thing, probably the most important, is it's still essentially a very child's play romantic story under the cover and pretense of a sort of professional drama. The drama itself is not really very clear about, for example, when it's promoting itself, whether I am an idol drama, romantic drama, or whether I am a professional drama. It's like stepping on both sides and trying to make you kind of like buy into both. But this is essentially still a romantic story. And when it comes to the actual romantic story itself, it's just not well written. Filled with tropes. Things that we all get so tired of from Chinese dramaland, such as for no good particular reason people fall in love. And they're so set up to fall in love, and everything the drama is doing is trying to make you, cue you about their falling in love that you just don't believe in it. The romantic song that just comes up, everything slows down. A person is about to fall, the other person comes and grab them and slow motion stare at each other, about to kiss. Yeah, it's just so artificial sweetener. Look at the female lead and the male lead. There's hardly much happening between them before suddenly the girl is like, I like him so much. Her first encounter with this guy, okay, we're not talking about the childhood part, which looks really ridiculous. We're talking about adulthood part. When she first got in contact, which is through a telephone, right? She's talking to the pregnant woman, and then he is by the pregnant woman, and that's how they got their first encounter. And basically she is gobsmacked by how good his voice sounds, and yet when they actually physically first time see each other's face in real life, when they are trying to do the hoop thing of getting that whatever figurine, she didn't recognize it's the guy. How logical is that? This type of not making sense plots just keep happening, and like, how am I supposed to take anything serious about this romantic relationship? And then the second couple, right? Such classic setup. I'm so tired of this type of setup. The male second likes the female lead, but the female lead doesn't care about him, but they grew up together, you know, that type of thing. And then the female second, right, happens to be the colleague and kind of in competition with the female lead about the male second. I'm like, such old school tropey plot. Plus, the Zhou Yanchen Wang Ziwei line is also, okay. When the girl first showed up at the firefighter station, she stared at the naked guy and just stood by the door and didn't do anything, as if it's something that she sees every day. Switch the gender. If it's a guy standing by the door and the girl is fully naked, and if he acts like that, so cool, so calm, and it's like, hi, where is that office I'm looking for? Sexual harassment. Okay, the internet is gonna come at this guy like crazy, and somehow when the gender switches, it's just fine. Like, why? So there are just a lot of things like that that just makes you go. Then the final thing, that is, I don't know who we should attribute this problem to, because I didn't take part in the production. I don't know what happened. But when you view it as an audience, the plot jumps like crazy. This is not a film, okay? Television and film are different. You're episodic. You better just give me a good coordination in your storytelling about what is the time, right? What is the time progress? What happens between this scene and that scene? Is it one day? Is it 1 week? Is it 1 month? Is it immediately after? Where am I? I'm in the firefighter station. Now I'm in the hospital. I'm on the street. Like, give me a good flow of the story so that I know how to put myself into your story narrative. This drama's editing is insane. It jumps from places to places, like between scenes that are totally not related, not connected at all, time-wise, location-wise, and suddenly you're in a different place, something different is happening. You almost feel like, did I fall asleep? Did I miss like 2 minutes so that now they're in a different place? And you go back and no, it's just two totally irrelevant scenes that got cut together for no good reason. I haven't seen an edit this baffling for a long time. I do not know whether it's because the editor is not good enough, or it's because they actually didn't film scenes. It really was written like that from the script. Or whether they filmed stuff but got totally cut out because of, I don't know, whatever reason. For example, episode 6, when our male lead character played by Gong Jun, the firefighter, Huo Yan, had his first official sort of big accident. He got knocked out. Like, no shots, no explanation of what happened and how people got him, like, in any way, and immediately cuts to when he was in hospital. I mean, I'm not saying you can't film that, but all the drama watchers out there, the reason we are watching this drama mostly is because it's him. And then, let's be honest, for all the drama watchers, we're all looking for 战损, okay? Which is damage on battlefield or damage during battle scenes of whether it's a wuxia, whether it's a xianxia, whether it's a period or contemporary drama, whether it's a police drama, crime drama, firefighter drama, whatever. When you have a good-looking guy and you intentionally put him in danger and then you put him in the situation where he gets hurt, milk on it. That's what all audiences are looking for. Come on, milk on how the female lead reacts to the situation. Milk on like how hurt he is. Like, put the freaking camera on him. Appeal to our lizard brain. Do not pretend that does not work, and do not pretend that you don't want to watch that, because everybody digs this type of stuff. Okay, that's why we watch dramas. We want to see good-looking people getting hurt. We are all psychos in that department, and it doesn't give you any of that. And I'm like, if you don't give me that, what is the freaking purpose of making that scene? Filming that night scene where people do not sleep. The actors, everybody is on set, right, for the whole night, exhausted, filming that. I don't understand. Whether they filmed it and cut it out or whether they didn't film it, either way, the finishing product is like, I ordered a hot pot and you gave me a bowl of clear soup with no spice in it. So, I can only term it as the editing problem, but I don't know if it's due to editing. And when I'm watching it, at parts of it, I can still enjoy it. It's visually appealing, and some part of it is still okay. So it's definitely not an overall super insulting thing on my sensibility. I will stick to the end of this drama, no matter what, okay? But I would not pay extra money. I wouldn't pay the extra dollars for the VVIP thing. I do not care if I watch 1 week ahead of this drama. I should just be waiting for the cut that people cut out of this drama of the good-looking shots of Gong Jun dressed as a firefighter. Thank you for watching Avenue X. Please take care and be aware of fire hazards, okay? And I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.